All right. So I feel like we get the question, right? How did Capital to Coast come about? Who are we? What are we trying to do? How are we different than other real estate firms?
All great questions.
Right? I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought it was a good idea maybe to start and tell you how the concept came about and the why, I guess, behind the madness, right?
We are Capital to Coast Realty. So that encompasses a big chunk of real estate.
It sure does.
But we wanted just to kind of narrow it down a little bit more and just really understand what that means and who is it that we can serve to the best of our ability.
Yeah. So about 3 years ago, I was in Raleigh and realized that how many people that were just like my family, right? That have a home in Raleigh, but also live part-time at the beach. I was looking to make the beach more of a full-time situation anyway.
Yes, she was. One of us got to go to the beach.
Right. But, I think it can be daunting for people. It's like, I don't know the coast. I don't have vendors. Who would the attorney be? Who are inspectors and all of that? So it really felt like perhaps there was a need, right? Whether you were relocating down to the coast or back up to the Triangle.
Absolutely.
And who those vendors that would be able to help make it a seamless, nice, easy transaction, if you will, as well.
And as many people as we were meeting who had a first home in the Raleigh Triangle area and wanted to go to the coast, I can service anywhere in the state of North Carolina. Right. But what we found out and what we know to be true is that you need somebody who lives, plays, and works in that area. And really, really knows it. And so we found out very quickly to be able to serve the community the best way that we possibly can, it was to have one firm in two places, right?
True. And I did think to myself at a certain point, I'd removed myself. I'd been at the coast for so long and I didn't feel like I was the best equipped person to be able to coach someone on like the best offer or how to market the home appropriately in the market conditions. So then a great little partnership came about too, so that, we can serve, but we serve with experienced agents that really know the market really well too.
Well, yeah, because, again, any agent can help a client anywhere in the state of North Carolina, but even within the market that I work in every single day, there are tiny submarkets.
Absolutely.
To that. And just having conversations with the community and with buyers and with sellers, knowing that what we're going to do for this community might be different than what we're going to do for this community. And I have a general idea of the coast and of the beach, but I wouldn't be able to give you that very, very specific market knowledge that you really deserve when you hire an agent. And that's where we just knew that this was such a great idea that, number one, I can refer you to anybody. But now I know who I'm referring you to. I know their work ethic. I know their experience. I know what they've curated over there. And so that handoff to a client is just so much easier. Yeah. It's a little bit less stressful, right? Because we have that, we kind of know a known entity, if you will.
I agree. And I think sometimes the most daunting things, like if you're relocating to an area, is how do I coordinate all that, right? Yeah. So Mackenzie and I have worked where, like, you've sold their home in Raleigh, and then I've helped them on the buy side at the coast. And it's really nice when it's our transaction coordinator, it's our same attorneys, everything is really much the same. And so the clients have been like, wow, that was much easier than we thought it was going to be, just because of the relationship that we have as well, too.
And we have the same mission. We have the same vision. We have the same ethics, right? So it's one of those things where we hear a lot. So, if you like Pam, you're going to love me. If you love me, you're going to like Pam, right? Because we run our businesses very similarly, and that just really helps the client to feel like, okay, to her point, this is a seamless transaction.
Yeah, for sure. So if you're looking to buy, sell primary homes, secondary homes, investment properties, and you find yourself somewhere between that Capital or the coast, then we'd love to chat with you a little bit more on what it's like to work with our team, and we'd love to help you with that.
Absolutely.